What is Joe Biden doing? Because the death sentence stuff is even beyond all that. Tell me, fill me in.
Yeah, Joe, I don't think he even knows what he's doing. I think he's just signing documents and he has no idea what's going on. Like you cited, and it's sad because no one in the mainstream media is talking about it, but Joe Biden traded a convicted child predator at this point, there's no other way to say it, who had 47,000 child pornography images on their device. Now, it gets even worse. He is now taking the death penalty off the table for the most vile human beings on the face of this earth. I'm going to spare your audience a little bit of the details because they are really horrific. But there was a 12-year-old girl who was killed, and she was killed in the most horrifying way possible, as if that's even a thing. She also had to witness the murder of her mother. Joe Biden just spared both of their murderers. It's the same guy, but just spared his life by making sure that he won't be put to death. He also spared a white supremacist, an MS-13 gang member, who was the first MS-13 gang member in our country to ever be sentenced to death after executing 2 people. Joe Biden just spared his life. And the list goes on. There was also a...
Well, I want to say, if you don't mind, I've got to stop you for a second. I want you to continue with the list. And thank you for not getting incredibly graphic. I do see, if you want to go follow Brandon Morello over on X, you'll see more details on these cases. But you said something off the top, which you're spot on. It's not him. Yeah. Joe Biden is not cognitively there. Yeah. So who has the ability to get in his ear? Is this Harris? Because she's always been for this, social justice reform or judicial system reform, whatever, prison system reform. We're letting really, really bad guys breathe the air, eat the food that we're paying for, and enjoy the rest of their natural lives while they kill these people in the most heinous manner. Do we have any idea who's pulling the strings here?
No idea who's pulling the strings here. And I think the best way to handle this, Joe, would be for somebody, an attorney, to challenge all of this. Because let's say it's your elderly parent who isn't doing well and is on a mental health decline, and you would get power of attorney to represent your parent. And that's what should be happening with Joe right now. We're seeing all these leaks come out all of a sudden now to the mainstream media that Joe, since day one, hasn't been right and hasn't been able to get himself together. So that, to me, is enough evidence for us to even question whether these things are even legitimate, given the fact that he's not even capable of understanding what he is signing. And if a court were to pull him if he'd go in front of a judge, I'm pretty sure a judge would look at him and say, okay, this man is not right. He's not making the right decisions. So he might be physically signing it after they drug him, nap him, whatever the case is, but he's not right in the head to understand completely what he is signing.
It is Brianna Morello. Go to BriannaMorello.com. Go check her out on her show as well. It's on X. It's on Rumble. It's all over the place.